so I ran out of the room. I grabbed Nathan's knives because he told me to take them from him. So I grabbed them, put them in my closet, ran out of the house. Steve came out, and he was like, it needed to be done, and you needed to be there because if you weren't there, I would have hurt him. And I looked at him, and I'm like, okay, I will give you this one time because he has been a disrespectful little shit. I will admit that. This was when Nathan was having some behavioral issues.
Right.
I was like, however, I swear to God, if you ever speak to my brother like that again, I don't fucking care who you are or how big you think you are. I will fucking slit your throat in your sleep and not have any care about it. He just looked at me and he's like, okay. Yeah. My ex-mother-in-law come out and I'm like, you need to get the fuck away from me. And my ex-mother-in-law come out and she's like, Steve, you might want to step back. And we weren't really getting along, but at that point she was more mad at Nathan than me most of the time, so it didn't matter. And she looked at me and she was like, are you okay? And I'm like, I can barely breathe. He pulled all the energy out of that room. Nathan is in his room bawling. I was like, I cannot handle him right now. And she just looked at Steve and she's like, you need to get the fuck away from her right now. She's like, unless you want your ass kicked by a 5'2" little shorty, skinnier and shit, you might want to back off. And he apologized to me for it, but I was like, I will give you that one time because Nathan has been a jerk. I will give him that. He did what he needed to do to make Nathan understand that you cannot act like that in front of me. You know, you can't treat people like he was treating me. Right. I was like, I can give you that. I will give you that. I understand it had to be done, but you ever talk to him like that again, and I'll fucking kill you. I don't care.
Yeah, it's like that. It's at that.
I was like, I raised Nathan. He is like, my son. Yeah. Back the fuck off.
Yeah, it's like it's at that point. If he's being like that, it's at that point you go get hurt.
Yeah, if he's being a dick like that, come get me. I'll talk to him. I have no problem. And usually it's because he's having emotional issues that he cannot handle.
I was gonna say.
No, I know. I'm not worried about that. Like I said, usually it's emotional issues that he cannot handle. He was never taught how to handle it.
57.1 million. Right.
That's when he starts getting mean.
Oh no, Sterling, no,
he doesn't realize he's being
Sterling,
an asshole.
No.
And there was more than one occasion that I pulled him to the side and I said, I swear to God, if you don't knock the fuck off, I'm gonna kick your ass. But I will say the 4 months that Nathan was living with me in Oklahoma were the best 4 months there because it was 4 months I knew I was somewhat safe.
We're bringing you
my ex-mother-in-law was a squat. My ex-father-in-law still did what he did, and he was still a dickhead.
We are 5-0.
But I had somebody there that was fair.
Going against a 3-2 Saints.
No. I would prefer them not to have any kind of people food.
That's why I was asking.
There's a trash bag.
It's like I saw him going after it. I'm like, I'm not sure if you're supposed to have that kid.
My mom tried to raise Nathan.
Hello?
Don't get me wrong.
Right.
Hello.
Babe, computer Bluetooth enabled? Oh.
Hello.
By the way, hi people.
I'm getting nothing at all, apparently.
Oh, that did something.
Yeah. See. Hello.
Anyway, Mom tried, but she got sick. And I was 14, Nathan was 10.
Can you hear me now?
And Mom almost died. I had to take care of Nathan.
Now?
Nobody else was going to.
Hello.
After she got better, I was still the one taking care of Nathan. Mom tried, but I had already stepped in her place, and you can't take that back. Once you take it away, that's it.
Yeah, once somebody else steps in,
that's it. And Mom doesn't. Had to do to take care of us kids. I understand she was sick. I understand she almost died. She had 6 months to live until she had a normal person to a person in a wheelchair that was semi-comatose most of the time, on morphine 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. What a job the Ravens coaching staff has done this year in guiding this team to an undefeated record up to this point. Can they come up with another solid game plan in this one and stay perfect on the year? It's the Saints going up against the Ravens.
Really close at that point, and Mom never understood why she couldn't take that.
We'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395.
Once you
M&T Bank Stadium.
force someone to
Tonight, we've
become
got
someone
a
else's
great
parent,
Sunday
you
night
can't just
matchup
automatically
between
turn
the
that
New
off
Orleans
when it's better.
Saints
It doesn't
and
work.
the Baltimore Ravens.
I made this
Alongside
one for
Charles
you.
Davis, I'm Brandon
But
Gordon. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They're
I
off to
know
a
that. Mom
terrific
knows
start,
that doesn't
unbeaten at
make
5-0 through the first month of
Everybody else
change.
knows
And you can
it.
hang a lot of this early success on your defense, too. They're the tone setters
Throw
for
the
these
shit in the
guys, and the
rain
entire team
now.
feeds off of what they do.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
I absolutely hate how I would
So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. And we get a glance at their leader in the huddle, the veteran, in his 9th season now in the league.
Do this shit. Let's do this shit.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one, because to me, when that happens,
Will the
key
streak
guys
end
are out,
tonight?
the next man steps up and plays well. But that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out. Finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them. And we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
So the grab there by the defense, the holding penalty call. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Which team are you? Ravens.
They go play action here on first down. Out to his left. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target.
I know you're a little
And that'll
rusty
bring up
here.
second
Damn.
down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Disgusting.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
40-foot travel trailer.
Now the former Russian champ. This is Arian Foster. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Pro Bowler is a rookie, Marcus Peters, there on the stop. And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
Telvin Smith is a college safety who's transitioned very well to outside linebacker in the NFL. He runs down most plays.
I'm like, you know what? You just back off.
On play action,
He's
they'll
like,
throw.
I'm just playing with him. And I'm like, does it look like he's
from
laughing?
deep right side.
But I mean,
And that one
I
incomplete.
pour into him.
Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And this is a guy who cares totally about his team. He will do whatever it takes for a play to be successful and for his team to win. I've seen him become a lead blocker in running plays, even though I'm sure his coaches don't want him anywhere near that pile.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Jameis to throw it. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And
here's a look at the starting offense. See if they stay on the ground for a 2nd down.
Like, I'm just saying, and I'm like, no, not around me. I was like, I don't.
2nd down, Winston.
I don't care if you're
caught left side by Hilton. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
All that fucking
It's a
holding by the
9-yard gain.
side.
It keeps the drive moving.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of you? Fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes
no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 40.
Stephon Tua came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Well, offense.
But it was also...
Yeah. 3rd and 25.
At 22 years old, I knew I
On play action, Winston. And down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? 3rd and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
Like, you are the strongest fucking person I know. All the trauma and shit I've been through, it's like, damn! I'm still alive, and I still look like,
This is taken at the 23. Now spinning away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. The last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is
trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Corey Graham. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long. Pointing out to their defense that
I have to put in Jimmy Garoppolo.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help the defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
And he's got his man Hilton. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now the Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd down.
Could be a blitzer.
Winston now.
Now, that result is no surprise. This team is bringing back memories of what? The 85 Bears, the 2000 Ravens. Those teams were so great against the run, they made you abandon any plans of doing that when you played against them.
5-0. Number 5-0. 5-0.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, one play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play call. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And he's got room. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good game.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down.
What we got now? What we got now?
Nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
There you go.
Check 55 to Mike.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Y'all too worried about that one motherfucker.
In there to sack him for a loss of 6.
That motherfucker worried about that
we talk about players blitzing all the time.
He has that
I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Oh,
man, that was close. Man. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off.
Swat it down yourself, motherfucker.
Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
risky.
And it's so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius. But I do admire that he went for it.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Off the play fake, Winston. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Michael Bannon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Here's Sam Martin now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Hey, that would hang me as a
gets set
fucking
to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over with 4-4.
Do you know what the meaning of the word
because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
You know what catch
you got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. That is incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target, and it's third down.
Come on, get your
Good number of
big
coaches at
ass
any time they
on
call an
me.
in route are really worried about the play because there's so much
ball, you
traffic
big
ordinarily
ass
that the ball has to
motherfucker.
get through to get to the receiver. And on
Being
that
big
play,
and
it was
stupid.
batted down.
Set. Green 39.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Tyrone Crawford. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man,
And
that's just
then
so
don't
difficult
know
for them
goddamn
because just think about
protected.
every single play.
Shit.
And you decide to throw the
I
football.
just sat there
You're
with
dealing with
Jack
some
and
of the best
fucking
athletes
Jack
on
it
the
off.
planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Out onto the field comes
Not
New
that fucking
Orleans.
difficult. They
And
just sit
still
there with
no
their-
points
with
on the
their
scoreboard.
dicks in
You're
their
coming
hand.
off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a
Elijah
star,
said
a
no, they
veteran,
damn dicks in
someone
their
with some
hand.
excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
He's got it to Hilton. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On third down, Winston. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also
If
bursts
I ain't
pipes.
scoring,
And on
y'all
that
ain't
one,
scoring,
that's
damn
what they
it.
got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it
God
away.
damn it.
This is taken at the 18. It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The New Orleans defense, we get set to watch them go. They have a little something to build off of from last time with a 3 and out.
And what they have to build off of? Great
Get your
confidence right
big
now. Being able to
ass
stuff
over
someone on
there
a 3
and
and out.
stay there.
You feel like you're in control now. You're doing the dictating. They want to see if that can continue as this game progresses.
Will it continue? We'll see. Over the
There
middle,
we
it's
go.
taken in by Gronkowski. They'll get 32 yards there. And the Ravens are going to have a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. I thought guys that were over 30 weren't supposed to run the football this well in the National Football League. How about that veteran leadership? A big-time run combined with some nice blocking by his offensive line, showing that the ins and outs of being a veteran still has his place in this league. His odometer is not totally turned over yet.
A nice gain of 21 yards.
I got closer to
Obviously,
the
a big play was
motherfucker
needed,
with that.
and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and punch it in with Foster. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
That kind of loss of yards that is usually an error by the guy carrying the ball. At the 1 yard line, you can't get too fancy there. You just got to try and plow forward and get what you can.
It's just a disaster. You go back to the 6 after you were at the 1.
Yeah.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage
I
look
can do all the
defensively.
jamming y'all want to.
Now a carry for the fullback. This is Jay Prosh. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Oh,
The
we
line
gonna
of
pound.
scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal.
Everyone's looking for the big runs, the explosive runs, the 20 to 30-yard plays. but anytime you're getting good yardage and setting yourself up on...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, shit. It's going to happen. You ain't fucking around.
And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going.
Boom.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Ravens strike first and 3's in. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head.
Right
but the head coach decided 3 was enough.
We in the game right now. We on the board. We on the board. They ain't. All that fucking matter.
Here's Bosher to kick it away.
On the board and they ain't. All that matters.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Jameis now on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now they'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Oh, Winston.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So just a lone field goal in this first quarter of play. 3-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness,
actually,
not
NFL
dandruff.
Monday.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaunt. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll come out in the pistol.
Pistol.
On first down, Murray. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Devin McCourty brings him down. And he had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're...
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
There we go.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls in.
I know where my keyboard's at.
Sticking there. No.
Why not in the 5 potato?
Hold on, people.
Sorry, guys. It's fine. I just not sure where my red one went either. I thought I put my blue one with my keyboard over here, but
Because I've seen it over here. Oh no, see. Let me pitch. There you go.
He's looking for my mouse that was over here at one point.
Weren't you messing with it earlier too?
No.
Somebody who has a fetish. You who asked that question? You who have foot fetishes.
It's your headset, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh well.
You keys on there, so.
No, it's fine. I thought, yeah, it's because I have my keyboard here. I thought I put my mouse with my keyboard, but...
You mean this mouse?
Oh. Yeah, that one. Never mind then. My red mouse is missing. I can't find it. No, I don't need it. You're using that. Maybe you're...
I'm more accustomed to using this than you are. Plus, it's harder to play.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
They go play fake to Blunt. Now Garoppolo. Now he'll throw deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talked about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run the counter with Murray. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here, 2nd and 13.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
False start, offense.
The penalty on first down backs him up 5. It's now first down at 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
Or 19.
Lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brandon, there's no doubt the defense has to be excited after stacking up back-to-back running plays. But I still remember my old coaches saying, after you've had some success, you better be careful. They might have an answer for you. So make sure you watch your keys, play your techniques, and don't get overconfident.
Still third down.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They go play action. Winston. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Victor Ochi coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
Ochi.
Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Sally filling me up?
Here's Sam Martin now,
Right.
as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night.
And down and sideways. Diagonally.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away.
Direction. All of them.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Heading back out there now, the Saints defense. They've certainly got something to build off of. They had the interception last time out.
And now they have to just make sure they're cognizant of not trying too hard for interceptions. Once you get one, it makes you a little more antsy to try and get another one. Now you got to be careful of double moves, different things like that against them. But they like the momentum that they've begun to build.
We'll see if they can keep that momentum going.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Room to run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
I'm scrambling. Y'all ain't going to have me hemmed up.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Make sure y'all feel that little motherfucking spine in.
They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. They find some open field here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I'm
going to
do my own damn self.
And it's good enough
I'm
for
the whole
Baltimore first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Goddamn wide receivers, tight ends ain't doing a damn thing.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Flushed out right. Open man
There we
outside is
go.
Gronkowski. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Damn me. That's all I'm supposed to say.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
He's thrown one interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that.
Bitch.
But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his
your
approach
ass
to
come
this
out
one.
here and do
Yeah,
this
it
shit,
does.
bitch.
And that was a risky throw
Just saying
right
that
there.
motherfucking boot,
Got to
bitch.
be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself.
Why
I mean,
the
those
fuck you
mechanics
still
that they
running,
work on all the time,
dipshit?
they're there for
I
a
thought
reason.
I balled
Kind
to
of get back
you.
to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
run
I know
away
we're
from
doing
the
this game
fucking ball.
live, but let's step into the film room for just a second, because when they review this play, oh, the negatives are going to be incredible on this one. Rolling out to his right. Yeah, his right hand, that's a natural spot for him. But he throws back across his body back into traffic.
Big no-no.
Oh, that's a monster no-no. The only good thing that happened, it fell incomplete. Very fortunate. Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So it goes down as an...
Be right back, people.
Did you check the mail, CJ?
Not yet.
Oh, is that what you were doing, or?
Taking a piss.
Okay.
Then I'll go check it.
Well, you don't have to. I can do it.
You can look into architecture craft.
Actually, leave my character right there.
Well,
Play.
Lady.
No, go ahead and play your game.
You chick.
You can
All right. I'm assuming that's for Nightingale.
yeah.
Oh no.
Actually, you have
This for me.
Jupiter and a solar panels there.
Ah, shit.
How much grid power do you got generated? How much grid power do you have generated?
ass. On my back.
8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
They knock on the door, he might have signed for him.
6-0, 6-0.
Here's Bosher to kick it away.
I don't know how the fuck we win this bitch.
And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19.
I don't know how
They'll
the fuck
take this
we
across the
win this
25.
bitch.
Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Okay.
Hey, Ram.
That's the
Murray,
right
the last
wrong.
setback.
Yeah.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
I'm in your chance.
Stephon Tuitt
All right.
in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner, and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
10th carry of the game now. Murray still on his feet. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
That was a good forceful run, and it demonstrates why you got to put your body on a runner when you're trying to tackle him. If you just go in there and just try and get him down with arm tackles, it usually doesn't work very well, and we saw on that play, he'll run right through those attempted plays.
And he's got Lockett. A very solid gain of 27. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. You add in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
And now here come the Ravens. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Trying to turn the corner, but they string him
trying
out
to get touchdowns.
Bernardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game. This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now let's go.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude. But I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he comes back with 1 complete. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. A big-time drop.
To throw is Garoppolo, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
Here's Bosher to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And too worried about being fucking banned, see? He forgot to go get some yards.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
We do it right.
I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I love the motherfucking field goals. Ain't that about it? been up my motherfucking field goals. Ain't that about a bitch?
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half.
Ain't that about a bitch?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. On third down, Winston. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Taking it about the 16. Oh, little 360.
Okay.
Return team.
What? Rattler, you fucking bitch.
Automatic first down.
Damn it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Garoppolo on first down.
Catch it.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Watch left. Start right there. Here we go.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. And he fires one incomplete.
What the hell?
Pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. That one goes for 36 yards.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play.
I'm in field goal range.
That's why guys love to throw that route down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
2nd down now.
How many hands they got? Shit. How many hands on that
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Greg Hardy. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
I get him fucking protection.
So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play.
Damn.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. The Saints with an extra defensive back here on 3rd on the field.
Could they blitz?
On the move to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
And now they call on Stephen Gostkowski. His career-long 57 yards set just a year ago. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the 2nd quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Murray the lone setback. 2nd down, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. looked like he might have had a window there, but the rhythm was just a little bit off.
It certainly was, because everything that has to come together to get a pass completed, yeah, you're right, the sync just wasn't there.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So a field goal here, they're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Ravens had a great passing game going last week, but haven't put up the same type of numbers so far. The Saints defense obviously has something to do with that and should be credited. All right, let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. Ravens opening the game on offense. They're going to come away with another sack. This ends up as a loss of 9.
And some power. That's about it.
3rd down at the 27. Sharps found on the quick pass, and he'll end up at their own 45-yard line before being tackled. Saints would later lose possession on a forced fumble. Ravens take it at the 34. Here we get a sack by Hardy. This will go for a loss of 8.
Take one of these and slap trees in it, and it'll automatically jump the
and with that, we'll wrap up our halftime report and head back out now to M&T Bank Stadium for the start of the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Also won't work if you chest over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Murray the lone setback. He'll get it running right.
Come on.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
Here's Winston. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Mike Bennett in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
How did he do that? How did he do it? I mean, in this type of weather, it's not just catching it. is seeing it coming towards it. Maybe that's why he ended up having to go one-handed, but boy, what a catch.
That was a spectacular one-handed grab. Throwing left side, he's got Gronk
go.
complete. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for Baltimore first. They try the corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back because if you get any fake or move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
On first down, Garoppolo. Wright's got it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he's going to go to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
It's some motherfucking bullshit.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Following the interception. And he lost the football. It's complete to Lockett. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for the Baltimore touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
15 motherfucking foot to 3. Damn it. Hot damn beef. Bitches. I did that. I did.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
That was a fumble. That shit was a fumble. That shit was a motherfucking fumble. That shit was a fumble.
That's our ball, baby. Going the other way.
Hell, motherfucking yeah.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Garoppolo looking to... And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
I'm still winning. Damn it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, that's your back fucking back. What hard count, bitch?
The first down throw for Winston. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
15-3. 15-3.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on fourth.
Get that bitch back. Get that
There's
ball.
Sam
Give me that
Martin
ball
now,
back, bitch.
as he's on to punt for New Orleans.
Give me that ball back. Gee,
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
They got that was a touchback. Jose, I thought they were going to, but I think they were wanting was to get it right at that motherfucking point so they can drop
Throwing
on
on
that
first is
fucking
Garoppolo.
safety.
Flushed out right. And over the middle, it's LaFell. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Second down following the incompletion. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Rolling to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
And watch out for that D. Slap you with the D.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That is the same case on that play. A run, it's Murray. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
When you put together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
One more game.
And Winston lost the football. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
19-point game right there.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as they kicks away following that fumble return. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
They're trying to run shit. Y'all better go back to the Orleans.
Murray the lone set down. To throw is Winston. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
It's a Chancellor there,
bringing up 2nd down.
The evolution of Clay Matthews as a player, it's just one that they're going to end up writing books about. He didn't even start until his senior year at USC. He didn't start in high school. And now he's at all-pro level in the NFL. How about the play he just made there?
He certainly made a name for himself. William Clay Matthews III. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass.
14.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Averaging 50 yards of boot so far as this one's away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Single receiver.
Garoppolo on first down. A strong running. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. They'll get 16 yards there. And it's good enough for a Baltimore first down. And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
And an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
If y'all fucking scramble and do that shit, y'all are covering way too fucking well.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Flush to his right. And some room to work. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Out to his left.
What?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one. Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? He's had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Second down, Winston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The offense.
False start. Offense.
And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third down, Winston. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Out there. They are seriously looking for the miracle play. They're looking for that miracle play on special teams. Or that ball just hits at the one and stays
off the interception, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got some space here. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Complete to right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. You have to be a little careful. You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone.
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good
point
you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you
keep doing that motherfucking zone.
And you can draft anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. So 2nd down, 3 yards to go.
I'm just using the pads. I'm just using the long just to get y'all out of there.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down.
Stupid.
Steps away. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
I'm too damn boneheaded to realize what the fuck I'm doing.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
15 minutes.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's 22-3.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
Damn motherfucking Skippy. Damn motherfucking Skippy.
They'll run for it here. This is Cross, the fullback. The 13 yards that time and a 1st.
The ball didn't work very well on that play. Defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10.
Fullback's already there.
The pressure right. And a little floater there is incomplete.
I'll give
well,
a
to say
damn.
that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
They go play fake to Blunt. Now Garoppolo sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Fourth and two. Fuck it. Run it. Fuck it, we running that shit. Running it.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on fourth down. Going for it, and this is the fullback crunch. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Saints will have the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are. In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Hold them. We got to hold them one more game.
They'll throw again. Winston.
And
that's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been terrific so far.
And that drop will cause a little bit of angst for the play caller because you know they've worked all week game planning and flexing the tight end out and making him a matchup issue for the defense. They had what they wanted, and he drops the ball.
Yeah, just couldn't hang on to the slant. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
They can't do it. And I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to get that trying to get the safety spot. They know they're trying to get that safety spot. They blitz. I'm done. They get their 2 points. Then it'll be fouled at 22. They doing all that shit just
faster, low to the backfield.
Just to get 2 funky ass points.
Gonna throw right side here, complete. 26 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for Baltimore first. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Winston now to throw on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
I don't know about that shit. I don't know about that, I don't know what that right there shit is. Ball was in one hand and it teleported to the other. They got that little situation right here.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo on the move to his left. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon LaFell, his intended target, and that'll bring up second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
They got 11 minutes to catch up. That's why they trying for the damn ball so hard.
10 yards to go on third.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Caught Eifert over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
It's going to be 10,
so
22.
Here we go, 1st and 10 now.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Jameis now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. And Fisher gets there, and Winston goes down.
Oh, and he went, and he is staying down.
On after the sack, he's still down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
That bitch is staying down. Bring you guys back up. I'll tee off on his ass.
Big sack on 2nd down. Now the offense needs to convert here on 3rd.
That's Bird.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This from 42 yards out.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so it's getting late in this one. Now, you could argue that they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but they still face a pretty uphill battle.
Yeah, even with the field goal here, it's going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns now to get back in it, and that's going to be a tall order against this defense.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it. He's got him in. Complete. And give him a gain of 37.
Jimmy G. The Jimmy G.
He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish, because strategy would tell you run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
Now he'll square up and throw, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Troy Nicholas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Oh.
The previous play is under review.
Don't overturn that bitch. Do not overturn it. Do not overturn it. Yes!
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Extra point try for Gostkowski.
Shit.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Yeah, 3. 28-6.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
4 yards on the pickup, and it's a second down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here's Mettenberger to the left side here for Eifert. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner
Tight
defeating
end
that
didn't win,
logic
bitch.
and making a really
Didn't
nice
win that
tackle?
shit, bitch. Shut the fuck up.
False start.
Oh, wait.
Offense.
I'm the corner. He's the tight end. My bad. They ass.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
I won that shit. Yeah. The New Jack City, that bitches.
Now Mettenberger. Caught left side by Hilton. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 10 yards on the pickup. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
These buttermilk bitches.
Alright, here we go. 3-19.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught. Lock it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Here we go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Caught. Eifert over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Back to throw again. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
Mention again. And that ass up, boy.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
And as we've seen throughout this season, it's no picnic trying to score touchdowns against this unit. They're ranked number 1 against the run. But it's also difficult because it's not easy to throw the ball against them either.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Oh, they feel it. They feel like lucky. They feeling real motherfucking lucky. Y'all got it once. They lightning strike twice.
And he finds his target. It's sharp. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They come out here in the
I'm glad like they had like something wrong with their ass.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
False start, offense.
Now Mettenberger. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and forced an incompletion.
He'll drop to throw. Incomplete.
You could have picked it off, dipshit!
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Taylor's being fucking retarded.
Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front.
False start, offense.
They are doing this shit on fucking purpose.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
To stop
again, we'll see the pistol here.
Here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
3rd and goal now. Maybe the offensive coordinator thinking blitz here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted.
Can't strike
Super Bowl format hero Malcolm Butler. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Yeah, I need to get some corner.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Open man left side is Gronkowski. The 40, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, 89 yards, and the Ravens will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. We focus our attention now on T.Y. Hilton as he gets ready to head back onto the field. All right, so let's look at these numbers. I don't want to read the tea leaves here too much, but maybe he's in his own head a little bit after that hot start and the cool-off.
Sometimes that happens, and this is where you get tested as a player in this league. If you truly want to be an impact player or a star, because that's what they're going to face each and every game. Extra coverage, extra people. So now, do you fight through it? Do you find other ways? Or do you allow it to affect you to the point where you're no longer an impact on the game?
They got to defy my Archie.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
It's your favorite
a nice
target,
pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
I'm starting to piss me off with that shit, motherfucker.
Still first down.
1st and 15 here behind the chains. Another pistol look here.
Y'all can stall all y'all want by doing it.
One receiver left is Hilton. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Oh.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete.
3rd and 15.
Now it's 3rd down. So a 2nd down incompletion. Now brings up 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly. And that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion. But we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
I bet I'll be starting for. I think I'm
Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time the formula was pretty simple: one play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards.
But go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Fresh set of downs here.
We got heavy. Everybody scoot up.
Set of downs. Hell, he almost got a touchdown.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. Muscles him off. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this.
Can y'all get however many points I'm about to put up? How much more points I'm about to put up? In 2 in a minute and something seconds.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
I know if they think they can. I'm just a launcher. To throw another bomb on their ass.
So the offense looking at a second and 8.
911.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second.
Oosh.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And this one will be brought back to the 22. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
I got a minute,
Absolutely
53
unbelievable,
seconds.
isn't it?
It's 35
Hard to
to
believe
6.
we're watching this and not seeing it. But it just tells you about the game of football.
Murray fighting. Lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up.
It's almost
like baseball.
I called on this
People are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now everything here, we're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1 minute, 30 seconds. They call it timeout. Yep. Trying to preserve
and
that
welcome
clock.
back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout, and now they get set to line up as we resume action. And I see an extra defensive back.
Y'all just postponed it.
Here's Mettenberger looking for his running back, and he's got it.
What the fuck you trying to
gets it to
say,
the 34, good enough for the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So the offense has it first and 10. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, sitting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Want to see that man?
On the pickup,
you want to see that man?
2nd and 10.
I'll show you that
after the pass completion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way gun. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, would you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
False start, offense.
Ain't no false start. They're doing that shit on purpose.
Still
for
third
long
down.
in the game. Ladies and
So now a
gentlemen.
3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Now Mettenberger. Going right side here, and that's complete. Past the 20. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 59 yards.
I don't give a damn.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this,
yards.
but run after the catch ability, rack
Can
ability
they give him
is
35?
often the difference between winning and losing
35?
and changing field position.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Y'all just going to be down by motherfucking 25. Shit.
They'll stick with the passing game. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their dangerous wide receiver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
It's just something maybe positive to look at.
Are y'all satisfied now?
This one's over,
Y'all got the touchdown.
Yeah, I agree with you
y'all
totally
satisfied now.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Bailing out to kick it away after the touchdown.
Are y'all going to finally make this
fielded about a yard deep. Oh, the spin. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
What can I do for 15 seconds?
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Waste all 15 of these motherfucking seconds. But how much you want to bet? As soon as they fucking tackle me, they call a timeout.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Deshaun Shedd. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
You can pick all you want, bitch. You can pick all you want.
The number 7 usually lucky here. For him, 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sterling Moore. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly. Wise beyond his years.
What the fuck?
So for the Ravens, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.
Yeah, they waited until the last 2 quarters to show up. Woo, shit. Folks, I never played that hard in my motherfucking life.
I just told you.
Sure about that?
Extremely buggy.
Oh, shit, people.
And it might not work, or it might work.
That was a birthday win for Nightingale back there. I had to show up. I had to show up on Nightingale's birthday, you know, and post that win. 35-3, 13, but they almost started to try to mount a little bit of comeback, you know what I'm saying? But I wasn't gonna have that shit. They would have, if they would have Man, if I didn't get that pick, they would have lost, but by a hell of a lot less. Because they probably would have had 20 something. But you won. But I picked their asses off and won this shit. Still undefeated. 2-6-0. Motherfucking Saints. I thought they were gonna come up in my damn shit and run shit. God damn it. They wasn't gonna run it down, like. Oh, all of it's on, though, right. Six and 0. So check out the fucking college shit. So check out the college guys. Who you gonna get in the draft? And free agents and everything. First rounder. Oh, he ain't good at all. Oh no, late third rounder. No. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Advance to the Falcons. Nah, I ain't gonna play this game until like next week. Until next Sunday. I ain't gonna play this game until next Sunday. Finally, Bruce Miller's bitch ass returns from fucking injury. Damn it. Now, that motherfucker's a damn beast. The wide receiver didn't work out. Helmet back to wide receiver. Back to tight end since he didn't work out as fucking wide receiver. I mean, he kind of worked out as wide receiver. He kind of worked out as wide receiver. But he's better at fucking cutting them motherfucking tight ass fucking corners with as a tight end, you know. See, we got left? My cornerback Jalen Mills. This motherfucker. This bitch. What about this bitch? What about it? Got injured the very first motherfucking game of the preseason. This dude. Let me show y'all guys how much this motherfucker wants to be re-signed. This motherfucker wants $107 million. 117 million.
No, 107 million. Actually, says 107.
Does it?
Yeah, go down to make offer.
Oh He wants $107 million. Bitch, please. And this motherfucker got injured at first game of the preseason. And he's been out. And he is out for the whole entire season. And he wants $107 million. He better suck my dick for $107 million. Shit. Now let's move to Sterling Moore. This motherfucker wants $42.5 million. I can see that. He's pretty decent. Pretty decent. What the fuck am I saying? That motherfucker sucks. I'm about to reevaluate my whole motherfucking defense. Seems like it. But what I didn't do is, what I should have done is put Cam Chancellor back in. And I switched Cam Chancellor and Jason McCourty back. Got Micah Hyde. Yeah, that's what I needed to do. Take Jason McCourty out and put back in Cam Chancellor. The game would have went a lot smoother. A hell of a lot smoother with Cam Chancellor. Because Jason McCourty didn't do a damn thing. I'm wondering why the fuck I got. Oh shit, no wonder. Oh, hold on.
Right, because it is a highly
Stephon Gilmore is going to be returning the kicks.
This is the low.
Because I can do that. Alright.
17
This is
the
it. This is it for me. See you on Thursday.
Yeah, just a couple days ago it was at 35.
For
like all day, and a few days before that.
This is Thursday night football. And this has been Beth's birthday on my stream, and she's quiet all of a sudden. Because she's watching something, I think, from the sound of it.
What?
He was saying that you were being quiet all of a sudden.
So I was watching YouTube.
It's only like 2 or 3, and I can only be in one
That's
place
fine.
at a time, unfortunately.
Just waiting for you to do your thing, so I guess we're playing Jackbox.
Okay. Peace out, y'all.